Gary are fishing the USA Bassin. It's the Southern Illinois Fall Lakes Division. They've had 3 tournaments so far. We missed the first one, and the second one we finished 3rd place. It was a pretty tough tournament. And this video kind of covers the pre-fishing up to the 3rd one. So Friday, a week before the tournament, we went over and did some pre-fishing. It's just starting to get into the jerkbait deal. The second tournament, backtrack a little bit, was still a frog and a bunch of things. So the 3rd tournament is definitely a jerkbait deal. So anyway, that Friday we went over there and did a little pre-fishing and had a pretty decent day. Caught some good fish, and I'll show you that footage right now. All right, it's Friday morning. We're at Cedar Lake, and our goal today is to figure out how to catch some of these deeper fish. We've been noticing a lot of fish sitting out in 20-25 feet of water. Water temperature's 46 degrees. We've had a lot of cold weather. It's actually about 48 today, but it's real foggy and kind of misty, overcast, pretty damp, cool. So our goal is to try to figure out how to catch some of these deeper fish. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're gonna try. Hopefully we'll have some catches. Looks like that's going on. Oh, you ready? Yeah. Well, we found a little spot. We caught 2 fish, got our first double. Hopefully it'll improve from here. Right on top. On one. Little better. Right on top, huh? All right. Low move. What'd you catch him on? Jerkbait? Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's a good one. That's good fish. Yeah, that's an 18. Close. These are real close. Measuring. You get one? Finally caught a decent fish. We just found this little stretch. It's got a little bit of shad on top of the water. And we've caught a couple on a jerkbait and one on a crawl down through here. So we came back and made another pass and caught this one. Getting a little bit better. Got one?
Yeah, that's a better fish. Yeah, my line just shot. He just jumped off the water and took off. Smoked it.
Good fish.
Yeah.
Good.
Maybe over.
Yeah, they are.
Caught another decent fish. We're out here on the main lake, just throwing jerk baits, and it's slow, but you just stay at it and you'll get a bite every once in a while. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. I'm reeling it in and you get it.
No kidding.
Reeling it in.
I just around them.
Same deal, we're just fishing the main lake banks, throwing a jerkbait, and you find a little area, you catch one, you usually catch 2 or 3, we've caught 3 in this one little area. They're kind of just relating to the grass.
Yeah.
I hit that tree and I pulled it off and found it.
Nice fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Nice one.
Nice one.
That's what we're looking for.
Definitely a keeper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold that bad boy up. Sweet. Then the Tuesday before the tournament, I was able to go back over there, and it was snowing. It kind of surprised me. I knew there was a 20% chance of snow, I thought, but it snowed pretty much most of the day, off and on. It was kind of fun. It was cold, and it was slow. I ran around, tried a bunch of stuff. I did manage to catch a really nice fish, and I think I only caught a couple fish that day, but I had some more areas that I thought we could catch fish on in for the tournament, and it was still a jerkbait thing. That water is still in the 45, 46 degree range, and I was just focusing on the north facing pockets in the coves. So here's that little bit of footage.
Caught me a pretty nice one on a jerkbait. First fish of the day. It's the way to get started.
Then after that, I was able to fish on Wednesday for the tournament. It was a day of mourning for federal employees. I'm a federal employee because President Bush passed away, and had the day off. He was a big fisherman, so you know, had the day off. I'm gonna go fishing, right? That was post frontal, bluebird skies, and it was even tougher. I still scrambled around. I was still trying to find as many areas that I could catch fish in. You know, trying to find places that I don't fish very much, haven't fished really. Trying to just expand something. So here's that little bit of footage.
Thought I had a leaf.
Day, man, it was cold. It was 19 degrees in the morning. The wind was blowing about 10 out of the north, so that puts the wind chill in probably the single digits, I would say, easily. I did all right other than my feet. I got my feet sweaty before we took off in the morning, and they were cold for a couple hours. The main problem was the ice and the guides. You know, you're fishing jerkbait and you make a cast and reel it down, jerk it a couple times, let it sit. And by the time you got your bait about halfway in, your guides were just frozen up. So you had to dip them in the water, crack them out, and then your line guide on your reel. That was another problem. I had to take I just had a shaky head jig that I have cut off, straightened it out, cut off. I had to use that to poke the ice out, and you had to do that. It was like that for a couple hours, and then the sun was out, which helped immensely. 8 on a south-facing side of the lake. You know, the wind was blowing out of the north on it. It was 41.8, but then on the northern end of the lake, in a north-facing pocket, in the afternoon, we had 45. But most consistently, it was about 43-ish. And the fish were biting pretty good. You know, we didn't do that good. We caught our limit, but they were all unders. We never got a big bite, really. We had one fish that was right there. I mean, it was, you know, that notorious 17 7/8 fish.
Little fatty.
Yeah, hold him up again, crossways. Pretty fish.
Little grass fish.
We had several nice slot fish, you know, 16, Got another nice slot fish. It's not going to help us though. It's kind of slow. Water temperature's 43.2. Just keep throwing. That's all you can do. Lots of 14 and a half, 15-inch fish. Well, we got one small keeper, and this one's about 14 and a half inches, so it's got to go back in the water. But man, it is cold. Cold, 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 cold. But didn't work out exactly the way we wanted. I was actually very disappointed in myself because I knew what to do and I just didn't do it. About a couple hours into the tournament, I told Jerry, I said, we need to just start running these shallow pockets, or these main lake pockets that are north facing. And we did it. We kept we slowed down in areas that I knew had fish. We were trying to get them to bite. I think we should have covered more water, really, because the fish were biting a little bit better. And we tried we fished the same areas that we caught fish that Friday, and I don't think we caught any fish in those areas. Those were more main lake stuff, and they moved a little bit. Those main lake fish, they suspend out there. They get out there over 20-25 feet, and when they're ready to feed, they slide up on those little flats, those little cuts and stuff, and they feed for 30 minutes or so. And this time of year, they may not do it, but every couple days. So we spent too much time doing that. That was dumb. That was my fault. So we don't have, this is it for the tournaments for a while. I'm on my way to Cedar again today. I'm gonna keep trying to expand on that jerkbait pattern. I'm trying to get that Demiki rig thing going. I don't know. I'm curious to see if I can catch any of those deep fish. I tried it once and wasted a little bit of time. That was one of my pre-fishing days, which wasn't a good idea. I spent a lot of time goofing off both of those days. I should have just been focusing on jerkbait fish. But anyway, I'm gonna go out there and try it again, and I'm just curious to see how that works. So that's how it went down. Like I said, we should have focused more on north-facing banks and the pockets. So if any of you guys have any questions or comments, any of the 50-60 people that watch my videos, let me know. I like doing this. I haven't had much time to do it lately, but questions and comments and stuff would be appreciated. Not subscribe to the channel and tell your buddies or whatever. I'm just doing this for fun. These lakes over here don't get much coverage, and I don't know. It's something to do. It's fun to look back. Just starting to get to where I've got a year's worth of videos, especially coming up this spring. I think February or March I'll start getting into that cycle, and it'll be fun to look back, see what I was doing in the same type of weather patterns, water conditions the prior year, and see if you can duplicate it year to year. It changes. Even the small lake like Cedar, it's only 1,800 acres. It changes a lot. Those fish they don't stay in the same place. They move around. Some of it's pressure, but some of it's just they're following the bait, and it's a living organism. You got to stay on top of it. That's why I like to go over here. It's fun. It's frustrating sometimes, but it's also exciting because you never know what's going to happen. For every 2 or 3 mediocre days you have, you might have a really good day, and you might have a day where you don't catch anything, especially this time of year. When that water gets down in the low 40s, it can get pretty tough. If they're in a negative mood, you may not catch a fish. So just let me know.